Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the latest DCEU leaks and information that you guys need to know. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, so in today's video we're going to be going over a bunch of comments that James Gunn has most recently made on his Threads account. He's very active there. He's talked about the DCU, he's confirmed a lot of stuff, and there's an interesting comment he makes about Superman and a potential suit reveal sometime soon. Plus also we got a new look at the Penguin, and also we know that some certain TV shows that are linked to DC are back filming as of right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's main topics. So shout out to you guys who have been watching the recent videos. If you've missed any videos that might be of interest to you, go back on the channel and go ahead and watch them after you've seen this video. I really appreciate the recent support. But for now, let's go ahead and get into everything. So first things first, let's go over the Penguin. So this new look was released maybe a couple of weeks ago. I actually haven't got around to actually talking about it yet, so I just wanted to talk about it because I believe this was one of the first photos they took whilst they were back on set filming for the Penguin with Colin Farrell, with all the other cast members, and obviously this is very exciting. And the kind of post that went along with it said, here's a first look at Colin Farrell in the Penguin, a new series due out in late 2024. And this is a quote: "The Penguin will pick up days after where the Batman ended, exploring the moves that Cobblepot makes in the power vacuum left by Carmine Falcone's departure." This new look and this tease is actually coming from Empire magazine. It was actually revealed 6 days ago, so that's the official timeline. So I'm a bit late on this, but I apologize. It's a really cool first look into the Penguin. Obviously we've had behind the scenes photos, but this is like the first official photo that is not part of the teaser trailer they released a while back. And so it's amazing that they're getting going. And there was actually another post I wanted to talk about from DCU updates, and that is that the Penguin is back filming and Sandman season 2 resumes today. So I believe the Penguin started a little bit before, but Sandman season 2, which is filming in England, I'm not sure where the Penguin is actually filming, but they are back and they are filming. So that's your DC update in regards to the shows coming back and actually filming. And we know Superman Lois is coming back soon, probably in January. That's going to be the start date for season 4 of that show. But for the Penguin season 1, this is our first look, and I really like what I'm seeing. Like, obviously it's the same as the Batman, he looks exactly the same. And you get to see like this kind of disco ball. I guess he's probably in the club still, but this is a different kind of Penguin. This is an evolving Penguin that we're going to be seeing in this show, because in that power vacuum, as we all supposed at the end of the Batman, the Penguin is one of those guys who is trying to step up and become a greater figure within Gotham's underworld, and that's what you're seeing here. And I think this is just a nice photo just to kind of tease us towards what's going to be happening. It's going to be a cool show. It's going to be kind of like a noir, similar to the Batman, I guess. And we know that he's going to be coming up against some pretty formidable foes. And so I'm really looking forward to the Penguin. Let me know down in the comments below, are you excited to see the Penguin season 1? Okay, so let's move on to talk about the next thing. As I said, Sandman season 2 is back, and we know that the DCU is getting up and running in terms of James Gunn and Peter Safran and what they're trying to build with the DCU. Like we said many times before, Creature Commandos is going to be one of those shows kicking it off. Plus then you've got Superman Legacy coming after, and I believe Waller maybe in the meantime. It hasn't been like officially given a full timeline, so we don't know the ins and outs of all the release dates, but we know Superman Lois is coming summer 2025. And with that, James Gunn has been pretty active, as I mentioned at the start of the video, and we've talked about James Gunn's comments in recent videos too, about him basically confirming things and debunking different theories that people have, because obviously there's a lot of rumors out there right now because they are building this thing and there's a lot of secrecy, but some bits get out there, some are actually true, but some are also false. We talked about some of those leaks in a video about 2 days ago. Go check out that video if you haven't actually. That was to do with some Reddit leaks. But James Gunn has taken to Threads and he's pretty active, and he's talking about Peacemaker, which is the first thing we're going to talk about. and basically he was asked what he was doing for Thanksgiving, and he basically candidly replied he was writing Peacemaker, and he went out for dinner with his wife, obviously, who is a part of Peacemaker and is part of the Suicide Squad and the greater DCU. So that just confirms that he is writing Peacemaker Season 2 right now, so that kind of gives you a good gist about when that's coming. It's not on the back burner, that's actually an active development since James Gunn is writing treatments of that screenplay. So I'm guessing that's going to be a part of maybe the end of part 1 of the DCU, like the first chapter that James Gunn has actually announced. That was that big announcement. And we know that there's a second part to that coming. We don't know when they're going to announce that, probably in the next couple of years, because they've got to get through part 1 first, or at least halfway through part 1. And we've known for a while that Peacemaker Season 2 would be coming. But with James Gunn actually confirming he's currently writing Peacemaker Season 2 right now, even as recent as Thanksgiving, that just gives you an idea of the timeline, and that it's probably going to be starting to film maybe in the next year or max 2 years. And then it's going to come out, you know, the year after post-production and everything is done. So I also think this is an indication that he thinks Peacemaker is going to be a vital part of the DCU, whether it's just like an offshoot and it's not like the most important pivotal part of like the main overarching story of the DCU. I don't think it's going to be that type of show. I think a show like Green Lantern is going to be more important than Peacemaker, but it's a passion project for James Gunn because that kind of got him into this job of being the head of DC Studios with Peter Safran. It was all probably because of his success with the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. So that's the update in regards to Peacemaker Season 2 and the writing development, but he also confirmed in a separate comment that Peacemaker Season 2 is going to be part of the DCU. I think we've known this for a while. He's talked about it, he's referenced it, and we've all assumed that his characters and his shows and his films are going to be directly linked. And as far as we know, pretty much everything that they're going to be developing from now on is going to be linked, apart from if it's the Batman and the Penguin or like Sandman, which they aren't basically involved in. But anything that James Gunn and Peter Safran are directly involved in and are under DC Studios, they're going to be taken a part of the DCU. But again, like I said, we don't know how important certain projects are. Some are probably going to be less important than others. Some are just going to be offshoots, like I said, kind of like spin-offs. And Peacemaker, at the end of the day, is a spin-off of the Suicide Squad. And as far as we know, we're not going to get any kind of Suicide Squad films for a while now. So they're going to be focusing on Superman, Batman, Supergirl, Green Lantern, all those different projects. But then you're also going to have shows like Waller, Peacemaker, and everything kind of littered in throughout the DCU just to kind of make up that content, fill in that space. But let's move on to what I think is the most important part of this video and the most interesting part for you guys. Sorry to have kept you waiting, but you know, we're just building that anticipation. And so James Gunn on Threads was asked about Superman Legacy, and obviously he gets asked a lot of questions at the moment because they are currently in pre-production. They've revealed a bunch of the cast. We got Lex Luthor the other day, Nicholas Holt's playing him. We got Jimmy Olsen, we got Eve Tesmacher. You've got so many castings being revealed. There's all these leaks that, you know, they might be casting Perry soon, and basically they're trying to get things going, and we know that filming is supposed to start sometime early next year. So lots of leaks are out there, but one question that is very important and one thing that we haven't been actually shown is Superman's suit. So the new Superman suit that will be played by David Corenswet. And so someone, on behalf of all of us I guess, asked James Gunn, when will we get the Superman suit reveal? And he replied, definitely not until after we're filming. That was his reply. It's simple, short, to the point. It doesn't mean until we finish filming. He didn't say that. He said definitely not until after we're filming. So after we're filming means after we start filming. That's what he's saying. So basically I would expect them to do a similar thing to what The Flash did. And you remember when they announced Supergirl? Well, Sasha Calle would be playing Supergirl. They did that reveal with her costume. I believe they might do a similar thing, or even more closely aligned to what they did with the Batman when they had that little trailer teasing the Batman suit to be worn by Robert Pattinson. That was released at DC Fandom, I believe, a while back. And so I believe they're going to do some sort of suit reveal video just as they start filming, just because they know if they're filming outside, there's going to be leaks. people are going to take photos of David's Superman suit. So I think James Gunn, being the person that he is, he's probably going to take it into his own hands to actually get something filmed, release it as they go out for not their first shoot day, because their first shoot day could be in the studio and no one's going to see them apart from the main cast and crew who aren't supposedly going to leak anything. It's probably going to be that day where they first go out on the streets, wherever they're filming, whether it's Atlanta, London, or anywhere. I believe they're actually going to reveal a video with Superman's suit. So that is kind of your answer right now, and I think this is definitely making a lot of sense, and I don't expect there to be any kind of big Superman suit reveal until they start filming, as he says. So it's not until they're finished, it's as they start filming after they've done those first few days, and then they will probably reveal either a photo or a video. I think a video would be more effective in my opinion. But that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and this was informative, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos if you guys are new around here. And for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video. But for now, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.